So you're watching the Vega Chronicles. Today's Saturday. I just got back from Maple Grove for a swap meet. No racing going on today. Possibly racing next weekend on Sunday. But I just got back from Maple Grove and I made a purchase. Uh, my wife is not thrilled about it, but well, here I'll show you what it is. Okay, it's a grill for a Corvette. So why did I get a grill for a Corvette? Because I don't have a Corvette. Okay, so little old Chevys, they put these in the 55, 6 or 7 Chevys, or just about anything. It just looks badass, okay? And the price is right, and it's just cool. And again, my wife thought it was a joke at first, but it really isn't. Maybe I'll put it in my 57. If not, it's a hell of a wall hanger. I don't think, the price for a wall hanger is a little bit steep, but I think I might use it. It's pretty nice. It's a nice driver condition. So I'll have to talk to Crystal on this video to see her reaction to it. She just loved it. The last time I made like an impulse buy kind of was a couple years ago at Maple Grove, and that was this metal flake steering wheel. Now, it is a wall hanger. Green's my favorite color, as you can tell, or as I at least tell you, I love green. For whatever reason, I loved it since I was a kid. I never changed my color since I could talk. Green's my favorite, it's still my favorite color. So it's a green metal flake, and in one of the past episodes, way back, I called it sparkly, and I got roasted really bad for calling it sparkly. They said it wasn't very manly, but okay, metal flake steering wheel, cool as hell. So I don't go do too bad. It's only two quick purchases. What do they call it? Impulse buys. It's only 2 in the last 3 or 4 years. So I'm not doing too bad, and they are cool. If you don't think they're cool, well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's not good looking good for you. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of work to the Vega. One of the things I want to do is I just want to take maybe ½ inch for the ride on the back, just out of the coil springs. Just bring it back down just a little bit. I definitely don't want it lowered in a sense like a lower tubbed out car, which that's fine for whatever, but not for me. This is like old school race car, old school street cars look. So I just want to lower a little bit, just maybe get a little bit lower stance for coming out of the hole. Just gonna try. It ain't gonna hurt. A ½ inch ain't gonna hurt. So I'm gonna try to get that done. What else I want to do? My friend Pat wants to come over this week and work on the carburetor a little bit. I don't want to mess with stuff too much because the performance is pretty good. Most of my performance is lacking in coming out of the hole. It's not horrible, but it's getting better. So maybe mess around with the carburetor a little bit. I have a new master cylinder on the way. Try to get these brakes working a little bit better. There is a really nice kit. I won't call it a kit, but it's real nice setup you get. I was thinking about going with strange brakes on the front, and me, like an idiot, wasn't looking close enough. It's like they're drag brakes. They're full-out drag brakes. I don't want that. The metal's so thin, it's like it's going to heat up. The discs are so thin, they're going to heat up. It's not for street at all. So one of the setups they do to have, you buy. There's a manufacturer's name's Jason Kill. He makes upper and lower control arms for the front, and it gets set up with the S10 spindles. And then once you go to S10 spindles, the world's your oyster as far as what kind of brakes you're going to put on there. So plus it'll make the front end a little bit more adjustable. These front ends, as far as getting alignment, they're basically have very little that you can play around with. So with the new upper and lower control arms and the spindles, you get a little bit more. Plus you can set the ride height a little bit better because I'm going to go with coilover shocks. That's what I'm hoping to do. It's not going to happen right away, but in the meantime, I'm going to put a new master cylinder on it with a proportioning valve. Maybe I can get a little bit better. It's going into winter time. It's going into off season. Although it's never really no off season, but going into that, start working on the car in the garage, get ready for next season. We got a lot of work to do to the 57. A lot of this stuff is just piling up. It's all fun stuff, so it's not like it's all fun. It's all cool stuff, but I definitely got to work on the 57. I sound like a broken record, but we'll get to that. We'll get to it. But so that's where I'm at today, and oh, last week I went to my friend's car show / car party. Cool as hell. It's like 3 of my friends have car parties. They're some of the coolest things to go to. The coolness per car is probably the best you'll ever find, because I don't know, there's just some really great cars. People I know have a lot of great cars. I have a lot of friends have great cars, so they're kind of cool. So I took some video of that. Take a look at it. Yeah, so right now, let's see if I can't get Crystal out here. See what she thinks of my my grill purchase, my Corvette grill purchase. See. I like to try to capture the look on her face when I first brought it home. I don't know if I'll be able to, but okay. So sit back, have some clips from the car party. I'll probably have some from me work on the Vega a little bit. I don't know. Let's see what I have in store for you. See you in a couple minutes. So now, today I'm going to a car party. Other things. Trying to work out the bugs. Overall, it's running pretty good. But it's a beautiful day out. Talk to some of my friends, look at some cars. And I'll take some video of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
Hear how high it is. I'm gonna fit like 2 fingers in there. 2.5 fingers. No, it's not a precise way of measure. Same way, about 2.5. I'm gonna take about 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch. See better there with how high it's sitting. Which I like it high to a point. See if I can't get this sitting a little bit lower, just a little bit. See what I can do. Okay, so I have it jacked up with the wheels off. I got the 1 coil spring out. I'm able to get the coil spring compressor up in there. It's not fun. coil springs scare the hell out of me. But yeah, we're doing it. Okay, so I have passenger side done, cut, back in. Gotta do the driver side now. There's my Weldon fuel pump, which I talked about in previous episodes. The Weldon pump, I think, saved me a lot of hassle with the fuel issues I was having. I could go into it, but I'm not going to right now. I just don't think it was pulling enough fuel constantly, so I was having it lay over on me and stuff, and I can't speak enough about them. I do not do any advertisement for them. I do not have any association with them at all. I just think it's a great product. Okay, so let's go to the driver's side. Okay, so now I got the driver's side back in. I was very conservative with how much I took off the spring. Just because I want to buy new springs, I'd rather take a little bit at a time. This process isn't great. I don't like messing around with coil springs, but I have a pretty decent setup I use. Got coil compressors that I kind of made work perfectly for this. So I rather take a little bit off at a time than take too much and have to buy new springs or put a spring spacer in or something stupid. So, and there's my drag bags. That's old school technology they still use today. Works pretty good. Like, you can load up, put a little bit more pressure on the load up the spring a little bit more on the right hand side, so you can come out of the hole a little bit better. So with a car twist, from what I know, it works pretty good. I use it a little bit. I know other people use it, you know, and it works really good. It works good for me, but it works really good when it's used properly. But and one of my philosophies I have, one of the philosophies I have gone by with this car comes from my friend Tommy, from Tommy's DePaul Automotive in Shillington, is don't ever or make sure when you work on the car, you get the car back on the road as soon as possible. That's definitely something I lived by with this car. I know so many people with projects that they start taking apart and it goes nowhere, or they run into some type of snag, and then the car sits there for years and years and years. The next thing you know, it's somebody's project didn't get done. And that's one of the reasons why also where I've been putting off doing the 57. Right now I can hop in the 57 and drive it. It drives pretty decent. It actually drives really nice for an old car. And the upgrades I want to do to the car, you know, I got most of the components I want, but when I start working on the Chevy, I want it done. I want it done. I don't want to half-ass take it apart and have it sit here for 2 years. I mean, I don't drive it much so as it is, but at least I can drive it if I want to. So when it is done, I'm going to try to get on it right away. Maybe incorporate some of my friends. Get it up in the air, do it, and just get it done. So that's one of the reasons why also I haven't worked on the 57. I don't want to do it and have it become a project. This car was a project back when I bought it when I was 15 years old. Didn't get it on the road until I was 21. So it was like a 6-year project, 6-7 year project, I should say. And I don't want a 6 or 7 year project. I want a couple weekends if possible. You know, even with the motor, when the motor went and we had to change the motor out, thank God Tommy and my friends, because it was pulled out. If you see some of my past videos, it was pulled out. This sat with no motor for a little while, but the powers that be, Pat Cronin, the engine builder, and Mark Swaverly, they put it together. They had a deadline, put it back together, and back in the car. And again, most of my my projects have been done. Thank God to Tommy again. Tommy, we put this motor in originally at Tommy's, and then when we had to take it out and redo it, we took it out and put it back in. I mean, Tommy's been a godsend. So a lot of the work has been done, and my friends also have been godsend for this stuff. I mean, if it wasn't for my friends, just their knowledge and help, a couple guys I can't even mention. They don't like me mentioning their names on internet. Not sure why, but probably because I don't want to be such big stars and like I am and have to sign autographs and all that other shit. But it's just a joke. So there I am. I got both springs done. I'm gonna put the wheels on, see how it sits. Probably have to let the springs settle a little bit, but I'll see where I'm at. Okay, Crystal.
What?
Here, come here. I want to show you what this is supposed to look like.
All right.
First of all, do you like my grill?
No, yeah, I like it. It's nice. I don't know why we needed it.
Well, these, these can have a lot of different connotations.
Yeah.
See, now you put that on, it'd be badass.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we don't
I think
need
it looks badass without it.
Okay. Well, yeah. Try to use it somewhere. But it's just cool, just sitting there.
I'll end up seeing it hanging on the wall somewhere. Good.
Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please remember to subscribe, to like, tell your friends, leave comments. This week was kind of a slow week, which we are going into the winter months. But one thing, that little project I did not take off enough off of the coil springs. I still got some more I got to take off, which that's okay. It's no big deal. I'd rather have a little bit more take off than have to go get new springs or something. So one thing I want to mention, when I was talking about me working on this car and working on the 57, I like to keep them on the road as much as possible. One thing that keeps me really humble is there are people who take cars apart and they have big projects they never finish or end up selling the project, whatever. Now, on the other tail, that other side of that coin is, I know personally, knew these people my whole life, that they get cars out, like they'll have a new car every season, and I'm talking beautiful cars, and this is not their job, this is their hobby. I know two people really close. I know another two people that are friends, not quite, but the other two friends of mine. They're always working on cars. Just for instance, one of my friends, they had problems with the car, with the motor. They pull it back out, have somebody take it apart, go through it, put it back together. It's really just par for the course for these people, and they don't really blink an eye. I'm not saying they like it, but they don't really blink an eye. And whereas me, that's what keeps me humble. It's like I am just such a beginner in this stage of hot rod, and that's fine. Like I said, I got a lot of advice, a lot of help, but like I said, I know both types of people. People who have projects that take forever or never get done, or other people that they put out some righteous freaking cars, man, and how they do it, I don't know. They have all the skills. They just know how. They've been doing it their whole lives, literally the whole lives. I've been doing it the last couple of years, and so that keeps me humble. And I'm always in awe of these people. Most of the people who watches, they probably know exactly who I'm talking about. I don't want to use their names. I mean, just a year or so ago, they actually put two halves of the car together to make one beautiful car, and you can never tell, and it's gorgeous. But so that's where I am. I got Maple Grove coming up this weekend. Hopefully, I gotta read the flyer again, or the advertisement. It says something about 8th Mile. I might go 8th Mile, but I like going quarter mile, and if it doesn't work out at Maple Grove, the next week is see some county. So one of these weeks I'm going racing, whether it be 8th mile, quarter mile, whatever. But so there's another big party coming up, or a big show rather, on Saturday. I want to try and make up to that. I don't want to say nothing. I can't promise I'm going to be there. So again, thank you for watching. Okay, and remember, hit subscribe, like, tell your friends, and I'll see you next time.